Hey gang, Uncle Todd and Sonny here, and me and wife we went and saw Beetlejuice last night I should say, which is why I'm not doing this in the car. Uh, we both loved that movie back in our college days, which is where we met in college. Anyway, it's been a long time coming, and pretty good film. It starts with um, Winona Ryder's Lydia from the original film. She's now middle aged and is hosting a sort of ghost hunting show. And the set, interestingly enough, of her show is the attic from the old house. Anyways, during this, she sees Beetlejuice in the audience for a second. Still freaked out by it. Then her mother notifies her. You remember her mother, her stepmother, I should say, the artiste. It's an emergency, so she goes to see her. Her father's dead. He, in a flashback shown in claymation, because the original actor has a bit of a unsavory past that has kind of ended his career. We won't even go into that. So, anyways, he survived a plane wreck only to get eaten by a shark. So they go to pick up her Lydia's daughter, Astrid, Jenna Ortega, who wants nothing to do with her mother because, well, everybody makes fun of her because everybody knows her mom is the Lydia, Lydia Dietz, who does the TV show, and so she gets a lot of bullying from it. And it turns out her father is also dead. Although her mother and father had split up before that, he had died in the Amazon. He was an environmentalist, and she's kind of leaning that way now too, and is almost the exact opposite of her mother, who still is the goth chick. So they head back to the old town, the old house, not haunted now. Apparently, the Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin characters found a loophole. Although in a interview when she was asked about not coming back, she explained that ghosts aren't supposed to age, and well, she and Baldwin have. Anyway, moving on. So they had the funeral, and they have another fight. Her producer, who's also her boyfriend of her TV show, wants to marry her right then and there on Halloween, 2 nights from now. Well, Astrid takes off on a bike, goes around town, has a slight accident, and meets a boy who's in a treehouse. They kind of talk, and they kind of hit it off. Meanwhile, in the afterlife, due to an accident, a woman who's in pieces reassembles herself with a staple gun. And she kills the maintenance guy there. Well, how do you kill a dead person? Well, she sucked their soul out. She's a soul sucker. Turns out she's Beetlejuice's ex-wife, and Beetlejuice has been appearing intermittently in front of Lydia because he still wants to marry her, still wants her to use her to get out of the afterlife and back into the real world, just like last film. And turns out that his ex-wife is gunning for him. And as if that wasn't enough, it turns out that the young boy Astrid met is actually a ghost. And he tricks her into going to the afterlife with him, saying he can take her to her father. But really, he's wanting to exchange her life for his so that he can go back to Earth. So now Lydia has to then call on Beetlejuice to take her into the afterlife. Yeah. Really funny film. It also stars Willem Dafoe has a former matinee idol tough guy action star who died on set. Now he's head of the Afterlife's police force. So he's the one investigating the soul sucking deaths that Monica Bellucci, playing the ex wife, is committed. Very complicated plot, a little over complicated. There's some things that are done that don't get resolved, so there's some loopholes left out. I don't know if that's for a sequel or if they just didn't think of it. The whole crime investigation, as funny as Willem Dafoe is, and he is hilarious in the role, unnecessary. And also the double plot of the ex-wife going after Beetlejuice while Lydia has to save her son or her daughter from this ghost that's tricked her. They should have just stuck with one or the other, not done both. But other than that, really enjoyable film, fast-paced, a lot of great jokes. Winona Ryder, Michael Keaton, and Catherine O'Hara slide back into their roles with ease. Jen Ortega is a nice extra added to the cast. I like that they didn't have her just do another Wednesday type character where she's the exact opposite of her mom. She wears bright things, a little macabre because her dad was into horror films. Of course, Michael Keaton, he's funny, scary, all those things. Bellucci, not as funny, scarier, and sort of sexy at the same time, considering, she was one of the brides of Dracula back in Bram Stoker's Dracula, though she never got to share any scenes with Winona Ryder in that one. And Justin Theroux is like a character that didn't need to be there. He's the producer / boyfriend who wants to marry her. It's just more stuff that just overcomplicates the whole plot and wasn't necessary. Some of the things I did enjoy, for the funeral of the grandfather, they have a choir sing Deo. Oh, that was good. And there's a really good scene where Beetlejuice narrates his marriage, how he met his wife and why they're exes. And he does it in Italian, and the flashback is all in black and white. And it's got a really obvious Mario Bava look and feel to it. And then just to knock this home, it turns out Astrid's father's favorite movie is Kill Baby Kill by Mario Bava. So they kind of tie that in together. No, I don't think I want to share any more secrets of the plot and everything. A good film. Not as good as the original, but then the original is a classic. But a nice follow-up. And I would recommend it for those that enjoy good comedies or are Beetlejuice fans. Please hit like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.